I'm Randy and I make candy, and tonight I'm making Starbursts. Stick around. Greetings, my confectionery compadres, and welcome to Randy Makes Candy, where I help you make tasty treats that people love to eat. We owe tonight's recipe idea to some missionaries from my church. A while back, Sisters Yetter, Johnson, and Young were at the local library and sent me this picture because they knew I liked to make candy. I was intrigued enough to do a little research and decided that the book, Candy is Magic by Jamie Curl, was worthy of a spot in my confectionery compendium. I'll put a link in the description in case you'd like to get a copy of your own. This recipe comes from that book, although the treat is actually called Dreams Come Chew. As always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own Starbursts, as well as suggestions for other recipes you'd like to see in future videos. For this recipe, you'll need 308 grams of corn syrup, 322 grams of granulated sugar, 100 grams of unsalted butter, 12 grams of Pina Colada flavoring, and 5 grams of citric acid. Feel free to change the amount of citric acid to adjust the level of tartness. You'll also need an 8x8 pan, some parchment paper, some cooking spray, a large saucepan, a spoon or spatula, a thermometer, a whisk, and a cutting board. Okay, let's make some candy. Line the pan, hit it with some cooking spray, and set it aside. In a large saucepan over medium heat, add the corn syrup, sugar, and butter. Gently move the mixture around until the butter is completely melted. Don't stir it, just keep everything moving. Add the thermometer and continue heating the mixture until it reaches 245 degrees Fahrenheit. Now 245 is not the temperature listed in the recipe. The recipe calls for 248. I took my first batch up to that temperature and it came out as hard candy, which was still tasty, but not what I was looking for, nor did it match the description of the candy. So I made another batch and brought it up to 247, 1 degree lower. Came out a little softer, but still not chewy enough. So I made a third batch, this one at 245, and it came out just right. That got me wondering if it would be worthwhile to have an episode, maybe just a fun size, about the science of making candy by boiling sugar and why temperatures are so critical. Is that something you'd like to see? Please leave a comment and let me know. Okay, back to the recipe. Remove the saucepan from the heat. And add the flavoring and citric acid. Whisk the mixture for 4 minutes. This emulsifies the fat into the candy to prevent separation and aerates the mixture, which gives us the texture we're looking for. When the 4 minutes are up, pour the mixture into a lined 8x8 pan and let it cool on the counter for at least 3 hours, preferably overnight. When the candy is fully set, cut it into whatever size pieces you'd like, then wrap them in cellophane or waxed paper. And that's it. Normally, this is the part of the episode where I would taste our creation and give you my opinion. In this case, though, I've asked the missionaries who gave me the idea to come and do that for us. Sister Johnson's been transferred to Uruguay, so Sisters Yetter and Young will be joined by Sister Hewlett.
I like the color.
Yeah, it's like a yellow, which is a good color. Good color? Happy color. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. I can smell it. Oh. It's good.
Mmm.
It's like the texture of like caramel, but pina colada flavored. So I'm a big fan.
I feel like the flavor like explodes. So, like, while you chew it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
I like how when I took my first bite, it was like cheese. It like stretched.
So
The tart is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect amount of tart. If it's sour, a sour
It's like
apple.
a Starburst tank.
Reminds me of like something I would eat like in the summertime. Like it's like refreshing.
It's very like summery, like by the pool. Like,
You really ought to try this.
How awesome was that? Sisters, thank you for everything you do, including your contributions to this episode. If you enjoyed your time here in the Candy Kitchen, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you'll join me next time. Feel free to change the amount of citric acid. I've asked the missionaries who gave me the idea to come and do that flowers, I don't know. Whisk the mischief.